Alright, so I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to make guided notes for students. I personally like using guided notes because it's easier for students to pay attention, and doing remotely is a little bit more difficult because students don't have like pen and paper that you can just hand out. So the way around it is I like to have students have the option to follow along with the lecture and then click on a box and fill in the blank. So this would be like an example of guided notes. They click on the blank and they fill it in. And this is actually really easy to do on Google Docs. It doesn't require any extensions or anything to install. So let's show you how to do it very quick. So I started a new document here, gave it a title. Let's say I want to make the first thing a definition. So I'm going to go into table and create a new table. And then I want to have where they fill in the blank, and then the definition is a push or pull. And then I like filling in the box so students know where to click. I personally like using a sticky note kind of color, but feel free to use any color that you want. And so it looks like this. I'm going to go here, I'm going to go into table properties, make the table border white. Google Docs does not have a transparent border option. And that's what it looks like. And to make it easier, I like having a line under here for students to know where to click. So now they know to click here, but that's just a personal option. And let's say I want to do like a numbered, like what I did here, for example, with types of units. That's also pretty easy. So for example, when we're talking about forces, ask them about Newton's the laws of motion, for example. And so to save time, I'm going to copy and paste because time is money, and there's not enough time in education. So I'm going to paste. And then to do the number option, I'm going to go to insert column left. I'm going to just add that number there. Drag this back. And then make the cell transparent and get rid of that line underneath the number. All right, so that looks good. And then I can change this now. And then since it's laws, I can just copy and paste again, and then change the numbering. And then I can edit these texts as well. But for the sake of time, I think you get the idea. And so, for example, when I want to assign like my guided notes, all I gotta do is go to Google Classroom here and go to classwork, create assignment. We'll call it guided notes, for example. And then I'm going to click add Google Drive, and we'll see the file that we just created. So we're going to click on that, and where it says students can view file, make a copy for each student. Then you can assign it under a topic, and then you can assign it. Because it's a demo video, I'm not going to assign it, I'll just save it as a draft. And then it will appear here under guide notes. And then each student will get a copy, they click on it, and it creates a copy for them to turn in on Google Classroom. And that is how you do guided notes online in Google Classroom. I hope this was helpful.